Ephesians 5:15. So be careful to live your life wisely, not foolishly.
Hey wonderful people, welcome back to another makeup tutorial video. If you guys want to know how I achieved this look, make sure you keep watching and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Welcome back guys. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I guess we can talk about that in another video. But right now, let's get into this makeup look. I don't know what to call this makeup look. I think it's just like a sunset eye look, yeah? So let's just get straight into it. Obviously guys, you guys know I always do the prep before we do anything, which is to make sure your skin is on point. Your skin is prepared for everything that you're gonna put onto your skin. Okay, so we do the whole moisturizing, you know. Now I'm using a Too Faced primer just to prime my face, making sure my face is all set and ready for the products. So guys, as we have finished this, you know, part, we're gonna go ahead and set my eyebrows. Before I go ahead and do them, I usually just use a setting powder just to set my eyebrows first. Then I just go ahead and use a pomade brow soap just to, you know, brush up my eyebrows. And now I'm using a eyebrow pencil just to, you know, fill in my eyebrows. And yeah, so I'm gonna put all the items that I'm using down below so that you guys know what I'm using. I'm using an e.l.f. concealer just to, you know, clean up my eyebrows. So now I just go ahead and add the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer on my eyelid before I go ahead and start using my eyeshadow. This is a bright concealer which helps my eyeshadow to, you know, pop out a bit more. So I do go ahead and set it a bit with a setting powder, and I'll be using my bright palette from Beautybay to achieve this look. First of all, I go in with the yellow shade on this palette as my transitioning color. Usually I would start with the darker colors first in the center of my eyelid before I go into the lighter colors, but today I wanted to start with the lighter colors just because I feel like it helps me to, you know, blend a bit more, and I feel like it just gives me a bit more room to work with. So I did go ahead and use the orange in that palette, and you know, I blended that in with the yellow, and then I went in with the berries palette and I used the purple shade in that palette. So now what I do is I just go in and make sure I blend everything properly. Guys, blending is so important, even though it takes long, but it's actually important. So I just went ahead and blend everything properly, and I'll be using the shimmer shade on this palette. So I go ahead and use a concealer to clean off my eyes. Usually I use the concealer to clean up the eyeliner just so that it makes it look sharp and clean. So now we go on the base, which is, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do my face now. So I do go ahead and use an e.l.f. concealer just to color correct before I go ahead and use my foundation. So I'll now go ahead and use the Chroma Cover foundation. This is a matte foundation from bperfect Cosmetics. I have used this foundation before and I have done a review on this foundation. I really love this foundation and how it gives you a full coverage look. Even though it says it's a matte foundation, but to me I feel like it's not fully matte. It still gives you that glowy look at the end. You know, I do go ahead and blend it down to my neck because I feel like it's a bit too, maybe I don't think it's the right shade for me, but once I usually finish doing my makeup, it all comes together. So it's so good. So yeah, so now I'll go ahead and use my concealer, and I'll be using the e.l.f. concealer. I'll put the shade that I'm using down below. So I'm just gonna use this concealer to, you know, highlight under my eyes and all the other places that I need to highlight. And I go ahead and use my cream bronzer from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I just go ahead and contour. I'll now go ahead and use my blush from MUA Academy, and I'll just blend this on my cheeks. I felt like it wasn't bright enough, so I went ahead and used another shade from the same company. I will put this in the description box below. So as you guys can see, it's a bit more brighter, and you know, it stands out a bit more. So I do go ahead and blend that, and now I'm just blending out my concealer. Once I finish blending that first concealer, I do love my under eye to look a bit brighter. You know guys, I do love my bright under eyes. So I do go ahead and use the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and I think this is in the shade 10, so it's quite bright. So yeah, so I do use that to highlight under my eyes, and now I'll be using my MAC Studio Fix to set under my eyes first. This process just literally helps your under eyes to stay in place, and you know, it stops it from getting creased, and that's what I usually do. I set my under eyes first before I go ahead and use a setting powder. So I'm using the Laura Mercier setting powder to set under my eyes, and to also set, you know, everywhere else that I used concealer. So now I go ahead and use a powder bronzer from Revolution, and I just set in that cream contour. So now I'm using a finishing powder from MAC just to set my face, and literally clean off that setting powder, and making sure I set everything before I go ahead and use my setting spray. This is a fixed setting spray from Revolution, and I'm just using the back of my beauty blender to just make sure everything is smooth and everything looks good. So now I'm using a blush, a powder blush, just to set that cream blush. And now I just go ahead and use my colourpop highlighter just to highlight my cheeks. And yeah guys, so that's literally half of the makeup done. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and sort out my hair. I did install this wig myself, guys. As you guys know, wig is not the one. It's not easy if you do not know how to do it. So yeah, wigs are just long, but I did go ahead and install this myself. I guess I tried, you know, I feel like I haven't, you know, had a wig on in a long time, guys, in a long time. So I did get this wig from a company called Quinala. I will put it down below as well in case you guys want to purchase this wig. I really love this water wave wig. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and outline my lips. I'm using a brown pencil from MUA Academy to outline my lips, and then I'm just gonna add lipstick onto that just to make the brown pop out a bit more. And then I'll just go ahead and use a Revolution Pro lipstick. It's a pink lipstick, and I just go ahead and apply that in the center of my lips. Once I finish that, guys, it looks cute, you know, as matte, but I feel like, guys, I love my gloss, so I just go ahead and add my filter gloss from Maybelline, and I just, you know, apply that in the center. And I'll be using like a light pink gloss, and I'm just gonna use that, you know, and apply that everywhere on my lips just to give my lips a bit more gloss. So as you guys can see, it's more glossier. So yeah guys, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my tutorial. I know I'm not the best at explaining stuff, but we're getting there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think about this makeup look and the hair, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.